What is going on, everybody? So this is some footage from my training session today. It is the 17th of December. Just a little warm-up rep here. Long pause with 315. Pretty light. And today was Slingshot. So unbeknownst to my coach, I have kind of restructured my training a little bit. So I'm actually including most of my bench training with some of my repatterning work. So today was Slingshot bench, single at an 8 up to a and then single at an 8, and then drop to sets of 4 up to a 9 with 2 drop sets. And shown here is a single at 345, which moved amazingly fast. And based on that rep alone, I thought to myself, well, I see how fast 365 moves. And this ties my my current 1 rep max with the Slingshot. I don't really get all that much out of the red Slingshot, and I would imagine that's probably due to the fact that my grip is pretty narrow, and I was having a little bit of difficulty with the unracking there. I think I wasn't too far back enough on the bench itself, and I got a little bit out of the groove, so that rep was a lot harder than it should have been. But stopped there. Had some technical difficulty. I probably could have repeated the rep, but no big deal. Not here to go nuts. So drop back down to 315 for sets of 4, which with a Slingshot on, 315 moves just ridiculously easy for me. So yep, pretty happy with how that moved. So I jumped to 330, did a set at 330, and the last rep of that set felt a little slow. So dropped down to 320. These moved really well. Yeah, all these sets at 320 seemed really good. Moved on to front squat. So I was having some really strange pain in the right leg, and it was in the bottom of the lift. So it wasn't like I have been, where I was experiencing pulling in the top of the lift. It was, I'm noticing my left heel is coming up off the ground there a little bit. Both of my heels are, so I'm on my toes. I need to sit back more. And it's interesting to to go back and review the video after the fact, because now it kind of explains why I might have been having some problems. So I need to shift my feet out slightly. And on these, I was trying to focus on driving my knees out, trying to keep my knees from caving in, so I think that's part of why I might be having issues. Actually, these are the heaviest front squats I've done in a while, though. These are sets of 4 at 245, which is like, it's actually kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Here I am moving a weight that I've done for a set of 13 on bench. I'm doing sets of 4 on front squat, which is just ridiculous. So that last set, I kind of felt some weird pulling, a little more than usual, and so I opted to drop down to 135 and do just some pause work. And you'll see me shifting my feet around here. And the goal behind that is I'm trying to figure out what's the best position for my feet to be in. And that's obviously not it right there, because my heels are shifting in big time. So shift out pretty wide. Yeah, I just need to sit back on my heels more. So I go really narrow. And actually, to be honest, super narrow felt really, actually pretty good. For whatever reason. And on to incline. So my shoulders are traditionally fairly weak, and this is a movement that I'm not super good at. So I opted to stay with a relatively light weight and just do my sets of 10 at 135. Just just get in a ton of volume at this weight. And you'll see it's moving really fast. But I'm also getting a lot of blood in my chest during this. So I'm getting a really, really good pump. But I actually don't know how much more weight I could handle for sets of 10. So I don't think that necessarily it would have been a good idea for me to jump in weight, as I was having I've been having some shoulder and elbow problems with this movement. But I do think that doing more incline is going to be what helps drive my bench up to the 400 plus mark. Since I pretty much, my shoulders are the weakest part of my body, I think. They're pretty weak in comparison to my other body parts. So also getting a ton of like chest activation here. And that pretty much wraps it up.